In this video, we are going to compare Shawn Rhoden from 2018 Mr. Olympia, where he got the first prize, and Mr. Olympia 2006 Jack Ruler, and current Mr. Olympia Samson dauda. So we are going to compare all three athletes. So let's see who is going to win this comparison. So let's start with front double biceps. So in this pose, I would say Shawn Rhoden is looking so impressive. You can see the pose, the V-taper, the quads, everything is just perfect conditioned. But again, we see Jack Cutler, he's looking so big, hard. You can see the quads. But overall, I would say samsondauda is carrying better symmetry, better position, better balance. Because V-taper is very nice, the vacuum is very nice. So this is so impressive from samsondauda, and you can see the quads are very impressive from samsondauda, and Jack Cutler's quads are yes, very hard and sharp. I would say the striations are there in quads, and but if we talk about better balance, I would give this to samsondauda because he's carrying a better balance, better symmetry. So secondly, I will give this to Jack Cutler's, yes, because of the size and hardness. Third, I would give this to Shawn Rhoden because of he's not massive from upper body. Muscle should be denser. So midsection is impressive from Shawn Rhoden. So I will give this third to Shawn Rhoden. So let's talk about front lat spread. So in front lat spreads, Shawn Rhoden is looking so impressive, I would say. You can see the quads, the striations in quads, chest, lat, serratus, interior, midsection, everything is just perfect. You can see the shoulders, arms are not that conditioned. But samsondauda, if I talk about samsondauda, again I say he's carrying a better symmetry because he's having a good V-taper physique. Midsection is not that impressive from samsondauda, but still he has improved from last 2 years because you can see the improvements, the V-taper, the muscle density, the conditioning, everything is just perfect from samsondauda. He needs to work more on his midsection. And if you talk about Jack Cutler's physique, his legs are phenomenal, and this pose is looking good. I won't say that this is a best picture, but you can see the conditioning, the striations, overall body, you can see everything. Midsection is looking good. So I would give this pose to Jack Cutler. The pick is not good, but still you can see the striations in quads and overall body, you can see the conditioning. And second, I will give this to yes, samsondauda. Again, Shawn Rhoden will be third because of the overall size. The upper body is not carrying a big size. So let's move to third pose. So in third pose, inside chest, so you can see the Shawn Rhoden, the conditioning. He's looking very impressive from this pose. Everything is just conditioned, especially you can see the glutes, quads, and hamstrings area. He's just phenomenal. So this pose is very impressive from him. Again, the reason he's not winning this pose is the overall size in upper body, and the reason he won 2018 Mr. Olympia is his legs. His legs were just so phenomenal. Quads, hamstrings, glutes, everything is just perfect. So in this pose, Jack Cutler is looking big as always. So his hamstrings, glutes, quads are big, you can see. Upper body is good, conditioned. The photo is a little blurry, but still you can see the striation in chest. And if you talk about samsondauda, you can see the improvements in hamstrings, glutes area, quads area. Upper body, you can see the upper body. He's having a big upper body, conditioned midsection, striations in chest. Overall, he's looking good. But still, we saw Jack Cutler doing contracting this pose. He's looking just unreal. We have seen in videos, but this photo is not that big. But according to photo, this pose goes to samsondauda, and second I would give this to Jack Cutler, and third I would give this to Shawn Rhoden. So let's talk about any side triceps. So I was talking about this. You can see the Jack Cutler's hardness in this pic. So you can see he is looking so hard. You can see the striations in chest. Midsection, you can see, although his abs are not symmetrical, but still you can see the hardness in upper body. He's looking so hard. Glutes, hamstrings, everything is just perfect. And Shawn Rhoden again hitting a classic pose in this. You can see the conditioning in midsection. Again, the problem is upper body size. And samsondauda, the improved athlete, but still shoulders, chest is not hard as Jack Cutler, and midsection is also good, but not hard as Jack Cutler. I'm not talking about the symmetry, but hardness and more muscles you can see in Jack Cutler's physique. Legs are impressive from Samsung dauda, but again I will give this pose to Jack Cutler, and second I would give this to Samsung, third Shawn Rhoden. So let's talk about back lat spread. So Shawn Rhoden, width of back is not that impressive, I would say. His back is not wider, and you can see the Jack Cutler's back. He's looking big, denser back. The glutes, you can see the hamstrings, everything is just striated. You can see the glutes and hamstrings area, very impressive, very hard and big. And if we talk about Samsung dauda, the better symmetry, I would say, because the V taper is good, the density in middle traps is very impressive, and you can see the hamstrings, the depth in muscles in hamstrings. Glutes are not that hard, but conditioning is very good. From according to aesthetics, I would give this pose to Samsung dauda, but more hardness, more conditioning, I would give this to Jack Cutler because of his overall glutes, hamstrings. So I would give this to Jack Cutler first, second Samsung dauda, third Shawn Rhoden. So according to this pose, you can see the Jack Cutler's conditioning, hardness. You can see the shoulders, arms, glutes, hamstrings. Glutes, hamstrings area is just phenomenal, I would say. And Shawn Rhoden, he's looking just unreal. You look at his back, I mean lower back, the V taper, the glutes, the hamstrings, a perfect physique, I would say, but lacking in muscle mass in upper body. And Jack Cutler, you can see the muscle density, glutes, hamstrings, the more muscles, the bigger muscles. And the Samsung dauda, again with the nice symmetry, with the better proportions, but Jack Cutler's carrying a very huge size in leg portion, I would say, and density in upper back. So overall I will give this pose to Jack Cutler. So let's talk about abdomen with thigh. And in this pose, Shawn Rhoden is looking so impressive. You can see the midsection, he's just so phenomenal. Quads are good, well conditioned, and see Jack Cutler's physique. His quads are looking just unreal. You can see the striations in quads, very better conditioning from other two athletes. And midsection is not a impressive thing from him, but he contracts them, and when he contract oblique section, midsection, he looks good. So we are not going to judge with this big picture. So you can see the quads. And Samsung dauda, I would say he improved in this pose. You can see the midsection, the depth in abs, but overall according to quads are better from Jack Cutler's physique. And overall conditioning and hardness, I would give this to Jack Cutler again. And second I would give this to Shawn Rhoden because of the symmetrical abs, obliques. And third I would give this to Samsung dauda. So let's talk about most muscular pose. So you can see the Shawn Rhoden's shoulders, chest, they are impressive. And the reason why Shawn Rhoden is losing most of the poses is his back. His back is not wide and big and sharp as compared to Samson and Jack Cutler. Size should be there. And you can see the quads are good from Shawn Rhoden. And Jack Cutler, he is very impressive in this pose. You can see the hardness, quads, and overall body. And Samsung dauda is good, but not as hard as Jack Cutler. So this was also, I would give this pose to Jack Cutler, and second Samsung dauda, and third Shawn Rhoden.